Hello YouTube. So it is the morning after my motorcycle crash on the PanAmerican Highway in Ecuador, and I am a mess. So yeah, I don't know how I did that with the helmet on, and I don't know if this, I can't see it because it's on the top of my head wearing a helmet, but man, I've got just caked blood up there. I don't know if you guys could see that at all. I haven't taken a shower yet. I'm about to, but I'm having a real hard time walking around. I was definitely in shock yesterday. So I went on this this adventure. And actually, let me back up. This story starts a couple of years ago. I found this road. I'm obsessed with exploring back roads. And I had explored this back road up to Laguna Mojanda first in my little Volkswagen, and of course that couldn't make it up the road. Later, I tried it again in my Toyota Hilux, my 4x4, and started raining and the road turned into a river, and I actually, I slid out of control, got pinned up against the bank, and spent the night there before I dug myself out. And a few years ago, I got stuck in this spot. I was trying to drive up to Laguna Mojanda, and my old 4x4 Hilux couldn't make it up this road. It started raining really heavily. The road turned into a river, and I started sliding out of control, and I got pinned against this bank right here. I had to spend the night there. I was stuck all night in my truck. There was no way out, because the road was just literally a river around me. But now that I've got a motorcycle, I'm going to try to make it up this route that I couldn't make before. So here we go. And at that point, man, I was on a mission. I had to make it up this road. I couldn't let it defeat me. It's kind of a compulsion. And so I recently bought a motorcycle, and I've been riding around figuring out how to survive on a motorcycle in Ecuador. And I've ridden before, but it's been almost 30 years. I was a teenager when I rode before, so I'm out of practice, and I'd never done any dirt riding before. So I've got this little Honda Xr190, which is kind of the big brother of the Xr150. The 190s aren't sold in the US, but they're good little bikes. And finally I decided yesterday was the day to make it up this road, to finally conquer it. And so I did. Made my way up the road. I'm gonna edit in some video from that in a sec here. I'm not geared up for like moto vlogging yet, so this is just points where I stopped and vlogged a little bit along the drive. So here's some of that. All right, I'm about 3,600 meters above sea level, not feet, meters. And the road is dry and sandy. Take a look at this. I'm driving through this. This is what my inexperienced ass is taking this motorcycle through. And man, I'm all over the place. I'm slipping and sliding. I haven't put it down yet. I'm all right, but it's not easy. And I think around the next corner, I'll finally get to Laguna Mojanda, but I'm not sure. I'm way out there. It's getting late in the day. Definitely an adventure. Look at this road up over this hill. That's super steep. I'm not going to try that. Fortunately, I've got this much easier route, but definitely some motocross tracks out here. If I had a more capable bike and more experience, I might try it. And look at that. Look at these mountains. Wow. There it is. Right down there. That's That is Laguna Mojanda. This is the water supply for my farm. So this track I'm coming down is in pretty terrible shape. Not an easy ride. I'm not sure about this. I might be getting in over my head, but we're gonna carry on, see what happens. And here I am with a friend. There's a dog at the lake. This is Laguna Mojanda. This is the lake. What do you think? ¿Qué te pienso? ¿Qué te pienso? Yeah, yeah. Oh. Hey, no, down, down, down. This dog wants to get a little too frisky. There's some people over there. I don't know, maybe they're fishing. I think they might be fishing. Zoom in for a sec. See them out there? I don't know what they're doing. Fishing or just camping. Laguna Mojanda. All right. Well, I made it. I made it here. Now I got to make it back. This road up to Mojanda is way better than it used to be. This did not used to be paved. And it looks like there's kind of a little tourist complex. There's a little sign for baño, bathroom over there. So there's now some services up here. Today is a Tuesday. It's like 4:10, 4:15 in the afternoon. So there's no one around late in the afternoon on a Tuesday. And it's gonna get pretty cold and dark up here in about an hour and a half because we're way up in the mountains. But yeah. Oh, there's a canopy tour camping here. And the view down into the city. My little motorcycle that has performed amazingly on this trip. Pretty cool. And then I decided I wasn't going to go back the way I came there because some of the roads I took were really sketchy, and I wasn't confident I'd make it back down or up them the other direction. It was really sandy, and some of it was really steep and washed out. Most of that, I don't even have video or photos of it because all my attention was on just staying on the motorcycle and getting through it. It was pretty challenging. So I took the normal route, the main route to Laguna Mojanda, back to my little farm. And that takes me on the PanAmerican Highway. That is the highway that goes all the way from Alaska to the tip of South America. And some parts of it in Ecuador are pretty fast and pretty twisty, and traffic tends to move faster than it should for the conditions. And I was on one of those stretches of road coming around a really sharp curve, and sure enough, there was some sand and some gravel in the road. I hit it and slid. I hit the guardrail, messed up my knee pretty bad on the guardrail, and flew off the bike, tumbled over, landed in the like a little ravine of rocks and shit, and beat myself up. I mean, that's how I did this, and definitely got a little concussion because I popped up like a jack-in-the-box. I couldn't walk at first, but I wasn't in pain. I was definitely in shock. A bunch of people stopped and tried to help me out. Somehow I convinced them that I was fine. I got back on the bike and rode back to town. And I went straight to the little motorcycle mechanic because my handlebars were like 10 degrees off from the wheel. So I got that straightened out, and then I went and ate dinner, came up to the farm and went to sleep. I woke up around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And it occurred to me that I didn't remember the drive back to the town. Like, I had like a vague memory of being on the motorcycle, but I know there's a little toll station on that road. I couldn't remember it at all. I couldn't remember passing through it. So I realized, yeah, I was pretty concussed, and definitely shouldn't have been back on the motorcycle. But my luck held out, and here I am, hobbling around. Check out this knee. Take a look at this. Totally swollen, bashed up, bruising pretty good. There's the other one for comparison. Both of them got banged up, but this one not bad. This one, yeah, it's hard to walk. My hands and my ribs are pretty tore up too. I had on some motorcycle gloves, a helmet of course, and a special, pretty expensive jacket I bought. A jacket so that if I crash and I slide down the pavement, I don't shed my skin like a snake. And the jacket was totally destroyed. From the looks of it, and considering that I didn't slide down the pavement, instead I kind of flew through the air and then landed in rocks. I think the jacket probably was counterfeit, that it wasn't actually the right material. That happens a lot when you buy stuff in Ecuador. You'll get all kinds of stuff that either is counterfeit or is just making false claims. So I don't think my motorcycle jacket was actually a protective motorcycle jacket. And yeah, motorcycle's okay. I'm okay. I've got a broken mirror, and I got to get the handlebars straightened out a little more and check things out today. But I got really lucky. I got incredibly lucky. So, the last time I talked to you guys, I was in Ecuador on my way up to Alaska. And I took a lot of videos up there, but I never posted them. This video is going to come to you guys a little out of order. There's a video I've been working on that I cover a little of what's been going on, or what was going on in Alaska, but I wasn't real keen on the place, so I didn't make a full video about it. Mostly it's talking about coming back to Ecuador, getting back to the farm, and settling back into my life here and my adventures. And so yeah, a little out of order, but man, I just had to tell this story about surviving this, what looked and felt like a pretty bad motorcycle accident. I really, when I hit that rail, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna survive this one. I don't know how I did. Somehow I landed right, I rolled right. I'm hurt, but I'm incredibly lucky.